Okay, hey there everybody, what's up? How are we all doing? Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of the Titanfall 2 footage that has been released so far. Well, maybe not all of it, but I'm going to be looking at the multiplayer B-roll and then the single player footage that was released to us from EA Play. So this video constitutes part 4 of the Titanfall 2 EA Play whatever series that I've been doing. So we're looking at all of the Titans, weapons, skins, just anything that hasn't been officially confirmed yet that we can confirm, just from background and very very carefully looking at the videos released to us. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. You guys are watching me in Sony Vegas and my video editor here. I can more easily go through frame by frame as you're watching here. I can page through. So sorry, you're going to hear a lot of keyboard clicking throughout this, but you can see down here already this guy is holding a car SMG. That is a very, very, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's very iconic paint job, at least if you're used to Titanfall 1. Charge rifle on this pilot's back. We already knew that was in the game though, but you get a very nice clean look at it from here, so that's very nice. Looking at this pilot on the right, we can see him. This is the decoy pilot, judging by the way that his helmet looks. Looks as though he is holding a Sidewinder or some variant of a Sidewinder, just based upon that handle that we're able to see. Looks very familiar from Titanfall 1. Let's see what else we're able to identify here. I'm trying to look at this guy's pistol and see if I can identify what it actually is. It's kind of hard to say from this angle. This may be a new pistol entirely. I don't believe that that's a Hammond or a Smart pistol, just based upon the silhouette, but it's kind of hard to say because it's not the most, I guess, easily identifiable angle for a weapon here. So we're just going to fly right through here. Actually, I'm going to go through that a little bit slower. So this is where we get a nice overview of the entire map. Again, I'm sorry about my clock in the background. Let's try and pause just for a Okay, so anyway, sorry about that with the clock. So we can see here kind of the general layout for the map already. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'll just leave the screenshot for you guys to take a look at. You can print screen and look at it to your heart's content here. But I'm mostly interested in looking at the enemy pilots. You can see all the enemy pilots dropping out, so you can see where they're spawning, where their half of the map is. There's still the 2 drop ships, just like it was in Titanfall 1. At this point, the footage flips over to us carrying an assault rifle. Looks like 40 round mag. I'm not positive right now what the name of it is, but I'm sure we're going to figure it out during the video here. What's really interesting is if you watch very closely here at the very beginning, we'll see Trumpet Boy here has an enhanced auto titan, so that's an ion right there. So that seems to indicate that we're going to have the Guardian ship from Titanfall 1 returning this time around. Also interesting, look at all these rockets flying across the screen here. They're all very far separated, kind of flying wildly. It kind of looks reminiscent of rocket salvo to me from Titanfall 1. So this may be an ordnance from a Titan that we have not seen yet, shooting off screen. We can see right here where my mouse is circling the left side of the minimap. There's a Titan over there off to our left that is probably the source of these rockets, just given the angle that we're looking at them from. So this may be an unconfirmed Titan over here shooting those rockets. It may be a pilot with a Sidewinder or something, but those are not Sidewinder rockets. Those things are like, just look at the size of that rocket. Like, that's got to be coming from a Titan. That's not coming from a pilot's weapon. R1 here, I think this is the electric smoke grenade, if I'm not mistaken. Grappling hook. And then he's got the pistol in his secondary slot here. Not really able to identify what that is. It's just a small little grayed out silhouette. But if we look very closely right here in the center of the screen, we see Mississippi 99 in a Legion Titan. Now that is something that has not been revealed so far. Trying to take a close look at it and see what kind of weapon it's using. It looks to be an explosive weapon of some kind. It's firing one shot, probably it could be a 40 mil. You can see the projectile right here on the right side of the screen. You see that projectile floating? It's not exactly very high resolution or anything. Very lossy, but you can see this is probably a Scorch that he's fighting with that line of fire coming up towards the Legion. Legion stepping out of it and shooting and exploding that Scorch. Looks like a 40 mil to me. I can even try to zoom in on it. This might be a little awkward, but we'll try and zoom in on this Titan so you can get a little better look, and you can see all the pixelation that we're dealing with here. But yeah, it looks to be, I'm not really sure which Titan this is going to be, if this is like an Atlas variant or Ogre variant. It doesn't really look like a Strider, but it's going to be one of the two. Sorry, I'm not like tracking that perfectly. I would have to do a little bit more serious editing to track that well, but that's a little closer look at that Titan. So I'm really, really interested in seeing what Legion has, because if it has a 40 mil, my body is so ready for another 40 mil. We're going to keep moving forward here. Nothing really interesting to see yet. This is still an Ion that just dropped. If you look at this frame right here, you can see the weapon back there. Look at the silhouette of the front of the Titan right there when the smoke is kind of clear. It's got that angular front just like Ion does, so probably an Ion. We have one of our first custom skins that we've seen on the Scorch here. This is like a blue, some kind of blue camo. You know, can't exactly see a name or anything, but that's looks to be what it is. So we're gonna fly through here and whatever. If we watch, let's see if we can see off to the right here. Yeah, here we go. I almost flew past this. We can see Ronin actually on right in the center of your screen on Woet's Shant. I think you might even be able to see the dash. Yep, look right there. See this frame, you see Ronin? Now you don't. And then you see the boop, and he's gone. So really cool. I wonder if you can you see him like rematerialize somewhere? You can't, but yeah. So we've known that that Titan was there, and he's had that ability since they revealed this trailer, and we just never looked close enough. So we're going to keep moving forward. Just another Ion there. We see a little core icon. I don't know if that means that their core is ready or not. I don't really remember or anything from when I played the game. Scorch using his core ability, whatever. We see Ronin appearing back over here now. Let's actually go back and watch when we start to see them. So we see this arrow in the trees, and you know, I guess we don't really get a good view of it reappearing from the dash, but we can see it in the background. Through the explosions here. We see it starting an execution, but it's covered up by Legacy de la Torre here. And yeah, that's it. That's as much as we're able to see before it flips to third person. Oh, actually, never mind. We can see a little bit more. But we only get like a quick glimpse of Ronin's execution. So it looks, I don't know if this is still part of the animation, or if it's just finished and Ronin's coming out of the execution animation or what, but it's left the enemy on the ground, so I don't know. Hard to really say. See, looking at kills in here, I didn't really see any kills that looked particularly important. So we're moving into the next clip already. This weapon is, I forget the name of this, but this is that new shotgun, the Mastiff, I think it's called. So we can see he's got the pulse blade, he's got the satchel charge. Woet's Shant, I'm trying to look and see what weapon he has. That looks like an EVA-8 shotgun to me, based on the profile. I don't know if that's part of his shoulder or if that's part of a drum magazine, but that kind of screams EVA-8 to me, but maybe I'm totally wrong and it's a different gun entirely, but that is kind of what it looks like to me. Backing up just a touch here. Here we go. This is a good look at it. So look at the Titan core charge thing here. You see this little line with the fire icon on it? I think this is indicative of the new evolution of the burn card system in Titanfall 2. I'll talk about this more later, but I kind of think that they're making burn cards a little different this time around. Instead of being like a card, it's like something you can choose, almost like a kill streak that shows up here on your core timer, because I've seen some abilities that like are really easy to get over here, some of them are harder over here. Not sure what they all are yet, but I know that on like the PS4 pad, they're going to end up being like left on the D-pad, I think, to activate them. So just keep that in mind. Just keep an eye on that. You'll see a couple of different icons that show up, and you'll see a little box like right here where I'm spinning my mouse around pop up when they actually achieve that ability. So yeah, moving forward here, we see Woet's Shant again. Just, I don't even know what he's doing. I'm trying to get like, oh, you see the wall cling right there. You see that? Anyone that's wondering about the wall cling, look right there. You see the data knife in the wall. He's hanging on the wall just very briefly. We get a better look at his gun. That might actually be that one of the new assault rifles. May not actually be the EVA-8 because it looks like a square magazine, not a round one. And that might make a little bit more sense that he's holding that instead of an EVA, but not really sure. We will see. Continuing to move forward through here, Pulse Blade was thrown. Still no new weapons seen in the kill feed. Can we tell? Oh, look at this. Look at this pilot that we're seeing through the wall right here. Look at that weapon that he's holding. Again, that doesn't... Let me actually... I can try and zoom in on this just a little bit. I'm not really sure I know what that silhouette is of. That might be a sniper rifle. I think it's probably a sniper rifle of some kind because it looks like there's a bipod right here that's folded up and forward. But again, really hard to say. This may be the decoy pilot model, just judging on the head silhouette, but again, you know, we're looking at just a couple of pixels here and trying to build a mountain from that. So we can see that. We see another pilot who's running around over through here. This might actually be the same one that we just saw. Not entirely sure, but look at that helmet. Let me zoom back in on this once again. This is a helmet design that we have not seen. This is a pilot silhouette in general that we've not seen. I'm going to try and just move back and forth a little bit. Unless this is a grunt, but no, it's not a grunt because it's got a name. It's Mississippi 99. So I wonder, there's this icon next to his name. Looks like a big bullet. I'm not sure what that is significant of, but we see the pilot moving through here. He's got a big shoulder pad. I don't know what this tactical ability on this pilot actually is going to end up being, but this looks like a new model that we've not seen yet. So another just interesting little look there. Actually, let me flip this back for us. Restore box. There we go. Satchel charges still in. Pretty much the same animation. Seem to work very, very similarly to how they did in Titanfall 1. Let me back up just a second here. Let me see. Here we go. See this little bar that's popped up after using the satchel charge? I'm really not sure what these two bars, there's one here and one here. I'm not sure what they're indicative of. They only pop up from, you know, what I've previewed all this footage. They only seem to pop up when using a satchel charge. So they seem to be related to that, I guess, but I'm not sure what exactly they are. So into the next clip here. Got like a Halo 2, what the hell is that one map called? Zanzibar looking little wheel in here. That's really cool. We see Woad Shant, I think he's getting executed here right now. Yeah, he's getting executed by a Spectre player model that looks like the grappling hook model. Let me see. That looks like, and Woad Shant looks like they're using that same pilot model that I was just talking about. I wonder if I can zoom in on that a little bit more, see if we can identify a weapon on the front of them. Let's see. Kind of hard to say. We have like no pixels, so I can't identify what that weapon is. It's too blurry, but you can see the really skinny pilot model there. I think that's the grappling hook pilot with, you know, that's actually as a Spectre. So there's that. Go ahead and restore box here. Continue moving on. Legacy de la Torre. Don't really get a good view on what he's using. This is the new R201C carbine, or it might just be R201. Feels just like the Titanfall 1 version. Just a little different model. Feels a little bit different to use. Let me see if we can get a better look at what De La Torre is using here. That might be a car SMG. I think it's probably a car SMG, just based upon the front muzzle of the weapon. So flying up over here, nothing really to see quite yet. Still just executions in the kill feed. We see another pilot over here. This is that same model, actually, that same one that I've been questioning this whole time with that new... I wonder why is the... Oh, that's actually interesting. I don't know if this is a if this is a bug or not, but look at the pilot model like winking in and out of existence here. I don't know. Am I not zoomed in enough? Am I not getting... Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm not zoomed in enough. I can see the actually even more frames here. Yeah, like look at that. Look at that pilot blinking in and out of existence. That's I don't know if that's maybe a cloak. Maybe the pilot was using cloak before they shot. Let me back up, because yeah, we don't see the pilot here. Like, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely cloak. That's definitely cloak. Okay, so I actually feel pretty confident in confirming that's cloak. So look at that. Look at the silhouette there. That looks just like Titanfall 1, just that little gray cloak. And you see him wink back into existence as soon as he shoots. And look at this, is really, really damning too. Look at that. The flash from the weapon is like illuminating his cloaked body. Yeah, this is that's definitely the player model associated with cloak this time around. So you have a very large player model. Very interesting choice for balancing purposes. So he's coming out of cloak, gets lit up by the carbine. That was a nice find. I'm actually very happy to have found that there. I actually always thought that this was like a Spectre model based upon this big arm coming off here, but I guess not. It looks like it's a pilot. And we get a better look at that little arm thing too. I wonder what that actually is. Really cool. Okay, so moving on. We see here in the kill feed a Hemlock, so Hemlock confirmed. We see the ability here with like a little arrow pointing forward and a syringe. I would imagine that's like a stim counterpart. I don't know if that's just movement speed or healing or what it is. If it's like the stim exactly as it was in Titanfall 1 or something different entirely. We see a car kill here, so you know, confirm that the car SMG is in the game. We have Mississippi 99 killing somebody with a thermite meteor. and that was right here. ZT Powerful is the one that died. So looks like this might just be a discrepancy in the names of abilities from this build based upon what versus what we played at EA Play, because it was not called Thermite Meteor. This is Scorch's ability where he like slams the ground with his fist and creates that wall of fire. So it looks like that's the ability he died to, and it's just a different name. We see here that the player character Bruxidian is standing over a Spitfire, so Spitfire confirmed. Extended mag is its attachment. We can actually get a little better look at its silhouette here of the weapon, at least the little icon for it. So in case we can maybe identify it a little bit better, we can see how the front of the weapon has changed a little bit. It's not just that big square box anymore. There's a little bit more detail there. We also see like orange lines appearing on these weapons. I think those are significant of the attachments it might have, maybe. I don't know if they're just there for style, if they're actually supposed to give you a quick insight into attachments. Like you can actually, I should stay zoomed in. You can see on the R101C, there's the these two red areas. I don't know if those are significant of attachments or not. Like this one is like a sight, and this one is like a clip size or something. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, but there's something there, I think. So again, continuing to move forward, we have a pilot on the roof up here. I think this is the softball that he's using. Just pay attention to the kill feed. This is Whoa It Shan't. Again, let's zoom in and see if we can get a better look at this. So it's, again, very pixelated. I'm sure YouTube is not helping this whatsoever. I'll try and zoom in even more. So this is what we have for that. Again, I think that's the softball, but we'll have to watch a little bit more in to verify if that actually is the softball. And for those who have no idea what the softball is, it seems to be a grenade launcher useful for both anti-pilot and anti-Titan applications. So continuing the wall run here, we get a much nicer look at it right here because we're going right past it. So let me zoom in on this so you guys can pull better screenshots. So here we go. I'm not sure which model this is. I think this is still the grappling hook player model, and that looks to be our softball. So from before, that pilot with the decoy kit that we were looking at before, and we saw that handle and we thought it was the Sidewinder, that may actually have been a softball, actually, because it seems to have that same handle and that same front fascia, or I don't know what gun terminology is, what you would call that, but that seems to be how that is working. So we're going to go ahead and keep moving forward here. Yeah, Legacy de la Torre softball. Was that? Oh no, that's this guy with the softball. And what would Shan? Man, I don't know what the hell that is then. Maybe that's not. Maybe that is a Sidewinder. I don't know. I'm not really sure. So Legacy de la Torre kills somebody with the softball. Let me back up just a moment and see if we can watch him shoot it, and if we can zoom in on this guy's hands and see what he's holding. So zoom in here. Let's see. Framing forward. We see the explosion from the softball. It's a very nice, satisfying explosion, but we don't have like a good look on the weapon. He's spinning around here. Maybe if we keep on moving forward. Okay, so there's a better look at the softball. Okay, so yeah, that weapon I was just talking about wasn't it. This seems to be it. You can see that spinning drum magazine here. Forward grip. Yeah, that looks a little bit more like a grenade launcher to my eye. Okay, so there's that. Moving forward here. Still not a whole lot to really see at this point. This pilot here gets lit up by the Scorch Titan. You can see the projectile here, that just big freaking bowling ball of death. Get a decent look at his weapon floating in the air before it disappears. Kind of cool. So Archer Rocket back in the game. We knew that. We see here this little guy on his screen. I think this is one of those little kill streaks or whatever that I was talking about, like the burn card thing. I think like this new evolution of burn cards is actually kill streaks basically. So this seems to be that little crawling explosive dude. People are speculating about what that was. There was a model in real life of that little four-legged dude that had been walking around in the trailers that we'll see later when I get to single player. It says frag on them, like, and the models that I saw in real life at EA Play. There's literally the word frag painted on it, so it has to be just a suicide, like drone or whatever. This is actually interesting here with Legacy de la Torre again. I'm trying to look at what weapon he's holding. That's a long rifle. That might be a Kraber. Let's watch the kill feed later on and see what if he gets any kills, what it calls that out as, and then I can go back and zoom in on the weapon or whatever. So we have an Ion Titan down here. Let me see if I can get a better view on the other Titans. Just this looks like another Ion and a Scorch. Okay, so no new information there. Looks like a pilot or something on the roof over here, but we don't have a good view on it, whatever that is. Might be nothing, actually. No, that was a pilot, I think. And it's a pilot throwing an arc grenade, I think. Look at that. Look at that little ball of electricity. That's an arc grenade. So I already knew those were there from other clips that we're going to be seeing later, but that looks to be confirmed. Car SMG. I never noted that, so yeah, car SMG. Back, confirmed. This here, I'm not sure if this is the gravity star that this guy is using, or if this is like some other kind of grenade. Not entirely sure. Another Ion Titan, enemy team dropping in front here. No big deal. Moving forward, see this ball flying through. That is a Scorch. Again, trying to air shot bust, but missing both players. Right here, we see a pilot sliding in from behind the grass. What weapon is he using? Ooh, that's a new player model too, I think. It might be a female. Okay, so that looks like a Mastiff. Yep, the laser shotgun. Yep, that is the female player. Oh, that's the same female player model that does the execution a little bit later here. So she's going to slide right past, jump up and over. Satan's Fury, looks like that's the cloak pilot. Another pilot flying over here, holding a pistol of some kind. So it has that same Titanfall 1 splayed out legs pistol flying animation. So a little weird there, but it's the exact same one. But a lot of these animations seem like exactly the same from the first Titanfall. Continuing to move forward, this guy on the roof, Seban Sakura 17, looks like a car SMG again. A lot of car SMGs. Legacy de la Torre, Kraber, look at that. We confirm that. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back and see if I can, a little bit more. A little more. Let's get a better close-up on the Kraber, if I can. Yeah, there we go. Let's zoom in on that. Whoops. Let's try again. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. So, Kraber. There we have it, guys. The same huge muzzle brake, huge weapon. Kraber is still there. Pilot model, I think that's just the standard. Nothing unconfirmed or new there. Restore box. Let's zip forward again. A little more. Okay. So, going to continue to move forward here. Still nothing new up to this point. There's the, I don't know what this ability is called, but it's like pretty much like Tracer's Rewind. It looks like the same, actually, the same effect as Ronin's Teleport Dash. It's like a very similar effect to it. So really cool that they're kind of sharing an animation there. Like it's probably just indicative of like similar tech or whatever, however you want to call it. So move forward through the execution animation here. No big deal. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So look. Okay. So this is the gravity star, and it's a freaking shuriken, man. It's gone so fast I could never see it. That's so cool. It's actually a shuriken. Look at that. Look at that animation. Look at how big that shuriken is compared to his hand. That is so effed up. But yeah, so the gravity star is literally a shuriken. So if we go back then, look at this one. It's got a fire background. And then this one has got that arrow pointing down background. So I wonder, oh, I'm going, whoa, I am totally screwing myself up here. Sorry. Let me find where I was again, because I'm all screwed up. Okay, so again, fire icon, and then the arrow down icon. So both are shurikens. Both have an effect tied to them. I don't know what that fire one is quite yet. Woet Shant here, trying to get a good view on what gun he's holding. That might just be an R101, or R201 rather. This weapon that is being held here is an SMG. This is the Alternator. It's a double-barreled SMG. It was in the EA Play build. All the Spectres were carrying them. I got to pick one up and use it for like 1 life, and died before getting to kill anyone with it. So can't really say too much about it because I didn't get really any time to play with it for real. What weapon is this guy holding? That might be another car SMG, I think. So killing grunts, whatever, no big deal. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at the two bolts here firing back and forth, alternating the right and the left and the right and the left. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, moving forward again, Ion with the core ability. No big deal. Scorch, assassinating or executing, I guess. Whatever. We can flip through that. Grappling hook time. Again, nothing new here. So we're grappling up. We have the L star here, so you can see the infinite ammo indicator operating on the battery pack, just like I spoke about in previous things. Mozambique. People are saying the Mozambique looks to be a long rifle. I don't know what they're talking about. That's a pistol, man. Mozambique is a freaking pistol. Look at this. Let's zoom in. That's a pistol, boys. That might be the same pistol that that pilot on the dropship from the very beginning of this video was holding. So, Mozambique, I don't know where people are getting the long rifle thing from. This might be like a new, might be a new wingman or something like that. Look at that. It's a laser pistol. That is a laser pistol, and it just gibbed the crap out of that guy. I'm really excited to try the gun out. So, decoy player model. Trying to look at this pilot way down there in the background, see if we can see anything neat involving them, but he's probably way too far away for us to identify anything cool. Firing a bullet-based weapon, yeah, it's just, you can't really, there's not enough information there to tell what he's actually using. Moving forward, grappling hook L-star, or not L-star, gravity star, alternator pistol. Mississippi kills somebody with the double take. That's what ZT Powerful gets gibbed. Yeah, so getting shot from, I guess, behind? I don't know. There's so many bullets here. I don't know what's what, but based upon the fire rates and, look, there's a Titan here shooting, so he's shooting at his teammates just for cinematic effect. That's really funny. But we don't know any Titans that shoot a bullet-based weapon that shoots with that high of a rate of fire, so that looks like a chain gun. That is probably confirmed for Titanfall 2, but we've already seen it being held by the Vanguard Titan, by BT, in the single-player trailers, so that was already kind of confirmed as being there. So we know that that's a thing, so that's probably another one of those little hidden respawn things. Either they're trying to get us to find that, or it's just for cinematic effect, but either way, that looks like a chain gun, an XO16 chain gun that's shooting. Execution here on a guy holding a Spitfire. Nothing new to see there. Double take kill by Mississippi. We can see him on the roof over here, just waiting for that kill. We already know what the double take looks like, though, from first person, so nothing really to... No point in zooming in to see what that is. This Titan here, this is another unconfirmed Titan. Right here. Look at that, guys. This might be the, what is that? This could be the Legion Titan. This is another one right here that you guys are just totally missing. Look at that weapon. That looks like it's either some kind of like a minigun on his back or what. Or I don't know what the hell that weapon is, but that's probably Legion right there. So let me actually, let me zoom in. And I'll do that whole spiel so you guys can look at it in all of its pixelated glory. Let me do that. Again, the colors are all screwed up because of, you know, the drop animation. But there's frame by frame. If you guys want to pull screenshots from this, I'm going to leave that up to you. I don't have the time or patience to do that. I'm sorry. I'm already going through all this with you guys. I think that's enough work for now. Maybe later I'll go back, but yeah, this looks like, you can see like what looks like a drum magazine here. That looks like spinning barrels. That's probably like a chain gun kind of deal. Kind of disappointing because I was looking for like more like a 40 mil replacement, but maybe this isn't even Legion. Maybe this is like another Titan. But here's another good look at it. Yeah, there's a big drum magazine there, so this is some kind of spinning weapon. It's got to be a minigun of some sort, I think. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But yeah, that's about all the view that we have of it before it comes out of frame. So yeah, all right. So new unconfirmed Titan, guys. White skin. There's another Titan over here. Actually, way in the background. I wonder if that's Ronin. I think that's Ronin. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's Ronin. So we can see Ronin in the background. It's got a shotgun on his back. He's waiting for a pilot to mount him. You can see the sword right there, I think. All right, cool. So that's there. What does that say? Ambush Alley. Oh, that's cool. See on the wall there? Ambush Alley. That's neat. All right. Moving forward, sliding through the door here. What gun is this guy holding? R201. Pilot model looks like the female grappling hook model. Okay, standard. Get an uppercut. That's pretty cool. HCOG with an extended mag attachments. Pretty cool. Okay, moving forward. Oh, there might actually no, actually, I'm just thinking of a couple of weapons that I know are in those little pickups that we'll see those later. They haven't quite happened yet. There's not really a whole lot to see here quite yet, so I'm just gonna flip through this. Guy's holding a pistol. Back up. Not the Mozambique. This is another pistol entirely. Looks maybe like a double-barreled pistol. I don't know. They seem to really love double-barreled stuff in Titanfall 2, and I'm all for it. All right, so this guy is using that arc rocket launcher. I honestly, this is like one of the few weapons from the EA Play reveal that I don't remember the name of, and I don't think it actually even appears anywhere. So you can see that from third person what it looks like. Whatever. Moving forward. Nothing really cool happening in the background here from when I previewed this video, so let's see if there's anything that we can see while we're in the air here. There's an Auto Titan down there. I think that might be the Ronin from before, although if you watch closely, there actually was a cut here, and some of the names have changed, but they seem to have reset the scenario, and there's still like a Ronin sitting down there, so kind of neat. Can't tell what weapon that guy's using. He's a little too far away. Bad angle. Moving forward, this guy gets beat up by the Mastiff pretty hard. See some of the critical hit points on the Scorch lighting up just for a moment. So it's that entire front cockpit. That's weird that that's a critical hit point. That's like the Ogre where the hit point is just massive, and I don't know how I feel about that. Scorch is already enough of a sitting duck without dashes. Okay, this guy gets lit up by the double take. Does his helmet come off? Yeah. Look at that. The helmet flies off when he gets headshot. That's really cool. Yeah, you can see a face there. Let me back up a couple of frames. Yeah, you can see the helmet right there in the sky. That's really cool. You get a headshot, their helmet is liable to fly off. So that's confirmed. Moving forward. So this guy double-taked him off the back of a Titan. That's pretty tight. We can see right here where he shoots and misses. You can see the two shots, the little trails behind them. Spitfire, extended mag, and gun runner. So it seems to be, this is just, my guess is that Gunrunner is the equivalent of the, what was it called, run and gun kit from Titanfall 1. So it now seems to be a weapon attachment as opposed to a pilot's like perk or kit. So that's kind of cool. Again, we have that little kill streak fire thing here. So I'm kind of not sure how we got that. Maybe he got it on a previous Titan life or something. I don't know how that works. I think this is a frag grenade. It looks like 2 charges of frag grenade, unless it's some other kind of grenade entirely. I kind of want to say that that's a frag grenade, though. This assault rifle is called the Flatline. Looks really cool. A little higher damage, lower rate of fire than the carbine, just, based upon, my little looking at it. Pilot in the background here, too small for us to zoom in on and actually get a good view of. Adam gets a satchel killed, so it just says satchel this time, not satchel charged. No big deal. Looks like this guy is using a run and gun kit. Look at that. He's sprinting while shooting, so that might be a gun runner or whatever weapon that is. Look how you can see the 10 with wings pop up. I guess that's like 10 experience and you get the wings if it's a kill or something. I don't know. Don't know how that works. Look at the pistol on the side here. That might be the Mozambique pistol, laser pistol. So that's really cool. So double pilot kill with 1 shot of the double take. You can see the little kill cards here kind of stack up on top of each other like that. So it looks like they're going a little Call of Duty on that route with the player cards. I'm not like a super huge fan of it, but I mean, it doesn't hurt anything, so whatever. So this is just showing off the leading of shots on the double take, whatever. I wanted to back up actually. Look at the sights here. So look at how you have the 2 little chevrons that are very close to each other on this take of the double take, but what if we go to the next take of the double take? Now you have 4 chevrons. I don't know what the deal with the different scopes here is, or like the different reticules. I don't know if this is indicative of customizable reticules like in Call of Duty, or if this is a different scope entirely, or what, but it doesn't seem to have a very different zooming factor to it. So it might be the same one with customizable reticules. We see here a different player card, so it looks like customizable player cards. This guy's got a sword in his back, so probably a Ronin-based thing. Pilot ability looks to be a another stim kind of thing, so a pilot with a silhouette behind it, so going fast, so probably a speed boost kind of thing. Looks like Stim may have been split up into two pilot kits this time around. One is to speed your pilot up, one is to heal you, so now you don't have the best of both worlds all in one ability. Good change. I like that. Here we have that arc rocket launcher. Again, I don't remember the name. I'm sorry, Respawn devs that are watching and like cringing at the fact that I don't remember. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Arc grenade right here. Look at that. And then we see the temp icon. So there's another little kill streak thing that we just don't, you know, they don't have an icon for yet, but it's there. Or burn card or kill streak, whatever you want to call it. But you see the fire icon here for picking one up. So I don't know what the discrepancy here is. Maybe these two things aren't related, but I kind of thought they were. I don't know. Hard to say. Secondary weapon for this looks to be the MGL, so the mag grenade launcher. Arc grenade, arc grenade, arc grenade. 2 charges of arc grenade. I am salty already. I'm not going to buy Titanfall 2 confirmed because double arc grenades. Not really, but Ion here. Look at how skinny Ion is when all the armor is blown off. So that's one thing that actually I never talked about in my previous vids. I'll just comment on very quickly. Seems to be that Titans will have armor blown off of them now, which is cool visually. However, it makes identifying silhouettes very difficult, I find. Look at the Scorch. I mean, this is supposed to be an ogre style Titan, but look at how skinny the legs and arms are because all the armor is blown off. Like, I don't know. You get the head and the shoulders are still there, but it's just kind of hard to identify. And the weapon is still, like, flawless, right? Like, the whole Titan is dark and charred, but the weapon has not changed at all in appearance. So, I don't know. Just a weird art style choice, I guess. I'm not really sure why the pilot takes damage right here when he lands. I don't think he's getting shot by anything. He lands on the ground and takes damage from in front of him, and it's rather confusing to me as what the source may have been. I don't know if there was fire on the ground. I don't think there was like thermite on the ground anywhere. Was there? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure what the source of damage is there. It's been bothering me for like a long time. But anyways, moving forward, see Wolf Girl or whatever. No, that's not that one. That's Senban Sakura 17 jumping over. Again, too small and at a bad angle for us to zoom in and even see what the weapon is. Ion getting lit up by Scorch, no big deal. Again, one of those burn card kill streak things. Well, at least that's what I'm speculating that it is. This looks like an electric smoke. Just based upon the icon, so there's that. And then that will be it for the first video, for the multiplayer one. So let me just delete that off my timeline because I don't need that anymore. We'll Alt-Tab over, and we're going to pull in the single-player video. So let me bring that back to the front, and we'll go through all this here. So I'm actually going to just make a small cut in the editing, or in the recording, rather, right here. So be right back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move into part 2 here. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure my sound recorder is still recording. I'm going to be so mad if I just did all this and didn't record. Okay, so part 2, single player videos. I'm not going to talk about the story implications or anything like that because I frankly don't care a whole lot. Single player or story is not really my main interest. Actually, let me switches, disable resample. I'll also make this a little clearer. So we can see those little suicide frag grenade dudes like we saw in the at EA Play. There was models of these. I think these are just suicide bombers. Like, they say frag on them. Like, they have to be little suicide bombers. So flying through this, again, there's nothing of interest to us for multiplayer or for pilot weapon reveals or Titan reveals or whatever. Let me just keep zipping forward. Okay, this might be interesting just to look at, like, in slow motion, any weapons we might see, or Titans. Here's, oh, okay, this is a really good look at I want to say this is Legion, but I'm not sure. So it looks like an ogre variant with that big drum magazine, like spiky looking weapon. That's got to be a chain gun of some sort, or a minigun rather. This looks to be like a new unconfirmed Titan. Well, it is a new unconfirmed Titan rather. I mean, that's for sure. So we will. I mean, I could fly through it, but it's just, you know, it's just a static little cinematic view. We're not going to see it like in real 3D and like get a fly around of it. So we'll just keep flying through, but I just wanted to identify that for you guys. We have BT here. Nothing really of note except that he's holding an Exo chain gun in his right hand. So the Vanguard class, at least in single player, is going to have a chain gun associated with it. If it's going to show up in multiplayer at all, I'm not sure. I would imagine that it is, because it'd be stupid if it's not. Oh, we can see BT's name actually stamped on his right leg there. I didn't realize. That's kind of cool. Again, flying through here. Nothing of note. Nothing of value. Okay. This here, R201C carbine, held by the Grunt, no big deal. What is this in the background? Is that a particle wall that I see? Look at that. That rounded wall of energy just floating there. And look at this weapon platform right here. This looks like a quad rocket, but I don't think it actually is a quad rocket. Kind of similar to how the triple threat from Titanfall 1 turned into a shotgun in Titanfall 2. I believe the quad rocket frame from Titanfall 1 is back in Titanfall 2, but it is a different weapon entirely this time around. We see BT over here, or if it's not BT, then it's just a Vanguard Titan. Well, then again, maybe this is a quad rocket, because look at there's 4 rockets here. They're maybe spinning. It's hard to tell. But yeah, particle wall seems to be back, at least in single player, maybe not multiplayer, who knows. There's an ion back here with the vortex shield flying through here. I think that's a Ronin on the left side of your screen. Hard to tell. Too much explosions and fire and crap everywhere. Here's another Ronin right in the middle, slicing through somebody. So a couple of Ronins. Yeah, you can tell that's by the shotgun over there. That's a Ronin. So there's 2 Ronins in this clip. BT is off to the right. Just you can barely see him on the right side of your screen. Continuing to page through this. Okay, nothing of value here. Female rifleman loadout looks like an R2, maybe an R201 carbine? Probably not. Probably some other weapon that I'm not sure what exactly it is. But female pilot model still looking awesome this time around. Probably going to exclusively use those. Nothing of value here for multiplayer. Still nothing moving forward. Looks like some dead animal over there, like one of the wildlife or something. This dude. Some dead people. So fight happened here. Vanguard is hurt. QQ. Okay, wildlife. Would be interesting if like the wildlife would play a factor in multiplayer at all. That would be interesting. Some Spectre models, Grunt model, using probably an R201 carbine. Here is another Titan that we have not had any confirmation on yet. Is this a Titan? I mean, this thing looks like really shitty. Like, that might not actually be a Titan. This might be like some other kind of like robot or single player exclusive thing that's like, you know, a super duper Spectre. That's probably a super duper Spectre or something. I don't think that's a Titan that's pilotable. I don't see any hatch for you to get in. The hands are not useful for like holding a weapon. This is probably an NPC super Spectre character. Because look at the head. That's like a Spectre's head on there. Yeah, that's not a Titan, I don't think. Okay. Moving forward, we can see a bunch of Titans just kind of standing around in like service or whatever the hell. Trying to identify what they are, but it's kind of an awkward angle. I think this is probably an ion off to the left here. Obviously, that's BT in the middle. The Titans off to the right, hard to say. I think they're all the same model of Titan, but I'm not sure what they are exactly. It's just a stupid angle. They might be more Vanguards. They might be something else. I don't know if that's like Jack Cooper, like this main character here. It probably is. Car SMG. Rendered very beautifully. Okay. See, and the grunts that just walk past here, are they holding anything of note? R201. Facial models look much nicer this time around. Okay, cool. Female pilots, can we see what she's holding? No. Okay, moving forward. What is that? On BT's back. That looks like the I'm not sure what weapon that is. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna get a little creative here, boys. Whoop. And then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna zoom in on it. I think, okay, that looks like Ronin's weapon, so that looks like the Titan shotgun or whatever. So that's probably what that is, but I mean, I don't know, hard to say. So it looks like switching weapons for your Titan is back, at least in single player. It might not be a multiplayer for balance reasons, but in single player, looks to be that, you know, that is there. So that's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know what the implication for multiplayer might be. So here we have BT now holding that rocket launcher, or the quad rocket frame weapon, whatever that actually is, kicking the shit out of a Ronin. So that's very nice. But look right here in this execution animation. Watch him stuff it and shoot. Oh, it is a quad rocket right there. Okay, so I actually proved myself wrong. This is a quad rocket. See the 4 rockets coming right out? Okay. So, quad rocket returning to Titanfall 2, at least in single player confirmed. Possibly multiplayer, but not sure yet. Okay. Hemlock. Nothing new there. We already knew that was in. BT catching, whatever. Okay, moving forward. anything of value here. BT, again, holding that quad rocket. A bunch of turrets over here. So we know turrets are going to come back in multiplayer, at least in the bounty hunt game mode, as killable, like, objectives or whatever. So there's that. Again, sorry about my clock. You guys are just going to have to deal with that because it's too much of a hassle to edit this. Ion, more suicide frag grenade dudes, I think. I'm not sure what that is on the left right there that we can just barely see, if that's anything at all of note. This here, another new Titan, okay? This right here, this guy in the white. This looks like, look at this bullet trail. I'm actually going to see if I can zoom in to like, you know, make sure I'm going frame by frame, like for real. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a lot of frames there that I've been skipping. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Plasma railgun. That's got to be what that is, right? Look at the Titanfall logo on that guy's back. That's a nice little Easter egg or something. But yeah, this looks to be the other Strider variant, and it has what looks like a plasma railgun. Just look at that bullet trail. That's got to be what that is, right? There's like no other weapon that could be. Look at that square front of the weapon right there. You can see from underneath his legs. Yeah, we have a nice look at that. That is a plasma railgun right there. So that's another Titan confirmed, probably for multiplayer. I don't think that's Ronin. I mean, that might be Ronin. Actually, it could be Ronin, but I kind of want to say that that's the other Strider variant in this time around. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Plasma railgun coming back in some capacity. I think that's a car SMG he's holding here. Okay, whatever, no big deal. That is this weapon here. I'm not sure exactly. That might be the LMG. That might be a Spitfire. Not totally sure. That is, I forget this weapon already, but we saw it in that clip where, in multiplayer, where the guy was flipping over the bridge to rodeo the Scorch. That's the same gun from there. So we've seen that in first person and now third person as well. Cool looking gun. Let's back up here. This seems to be interesting. So we have Ronin over here firing his shotgun. It may actually, ooh, look at that, 8 shots in like that formation. So is Ronin's weapon not hit scan? That's possible. Let's see what else we can pick out over here. So there's the block. I don't think that it's actually a reflect. I think that Ronin was killed by something else entirely. But I think that this ability that Ronin's using with the sword holding it out, I think that's supposed to just be a blocking ability. I don't think it's a reflect like Genji. So coming through here, actually, I guess we can kind of see like a weapon in this explosion a little bit flying through. Just a glitchy weapon flying in. Oh, shoot. Is that a 40 mil? That looks like a 40 mil. Look at that box magazine with like that. Oh, man, that looks like a 40 mil, guys. I want a 40 mil so bad. I just want a 40 mil. But we don't get a good view of the Titan that was holding it because he is just a ball of fire. So please let that be a 40 mil. That would be sick. Was that on the ground? Frag grenade or something, maybe? Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't think that's just a cinematic. That doesn't imply like a droppable frag grenade. No way. There's a bunch of Vanguard Titans here getting cut to hell by Ronin. That's cool. Moving forward. A couple of Ronins just wrecking face. Alright. Bunch of black frames here. Alright, hello? Okay, here we go. Marvins are cool. So we have a bunch of Vanguards holding quad rockets. There's a, I think that's is that an Ion on the left there? That might be Ion. It might be something else. I think it's Ion, but not totally sure. So, drop animation. Nothing really to see there. A couple of Vanguards dropping in. This is like a Normandy Beach kind of thing. That's really cool. And then that's it for that trailer, I think. Well, at least, yeah, that's most of it anyways. I think we have like BT throwing you here, yeah, but nothing really more of value for multiplayer. So, all right, so that's about it. That's, you know, I just wanted to go through and look at every little thing in detail, see what I can find for you guys, and that's what I have found. So hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned a couple of new things. If you have noticed anything from these videos that I have not pointed out at this point, please check out the comments section. I'm sure everyone will be happy to post it and share because we all want to know as much as we can about this game. So, you know, keep checking that comment section if you want to find out new stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one, whatever that might be. Take care.